I remember the moment like it was yesterday. I was at the airport, staring at the screen above the check-in counter. The words "canceled" were flashing in big, bold letters next to my flight number. I could feel the panic rising in my chest. My stomach sank. I was already late for a wedding, and this was the last flight of the day. It was a 10-hour layover or nothing. I wasn't sure if I should laugh or cry. I remember standing there for a moment, thinking, why is this happening to me? This wasn't just a minor inconvenience. This was a disaster. Have you ever been there? Caught in that weird limbo space between everything's fine and what on earth am I going to do now? The worst part wasn't just the cancellation itself. It was the uncertainty. The realization that something I had zero control over could ruin everything, and no one around seemed to care. I stood there with a mix of anger, frustration, and a little bit of disbelief. The worst part was the fact that I had no backup plan. I couldn't afford to lose this flight. I was going to miss everything I'd planned for months. I needed help. And that's when I remembered. I'd signed up for travel insurance. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to do much. When you're booking a flight and you're offered the option to add travel insurance, it feels a little like a scam, doesn't it? You're already paying a ton for your trip, and you think, how could a small extra fee really help? But I'd heard enough stories to make me hesitate just long enough to click yes. It was one of those better safe than sorry moments. And let me tell you, I am so glad I did. I pulled out my phone and checked the app. The next few minutes felt like hours, but when I got through to someone, I couldn't believe how calm I felt. They were reassuring, kind, and actually helpful. I had to tell the rep everything that happened, and I think they understood my panic because they moved so fast. They connected me with another flight, set me up with food and hotel accommodations, all covered. Just like that. No long waits, no crazy paperwork, no feeling like you're at the mercy of the airline's whims. They helped me. I felt like someone had just reached out and grabbed me from the edge of a cliff. And what made it feel even better was that I didn't have to worry about the costs. Because honestly, at that point, I didn't have the energy to argue about hotel refunds or who would pay for what. I can still remember the sense of relief when I finally got on that new flight. I was going to make it in time for the wedding. Everything was going to be okay. And it was because I had that extra layer of protection. Not just the insurance, but the peace of mind that someone had my back. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably still a little skeptical, right? I get it. I was too. But the truth is, after that experience, I realized how much stress I could have avoided if I just trusted that little extra investment from the beginning. And I don't know about you, but for me, that's worth a lot more than the cost of the insurance. So if you're like me and you're always looking for ways to stay one step ahead when it comes to travel, here's a small, personal hack I use. It's called auras.insure. It's the service that helped me when everything went sideways. I'm not here to sell you something you don't need. Trust me, I'm the last person to throw in a plug just for the sake of it. But this saved my trip. I don't want you to experience what I did without having the peace of mind that Auras can offer. They've got your back. And sometimes, that's all you need when you're standing at the airport wondering what to do next. I hope that helps. Safe travels out there.